rulebook you have for the game.
I do.
He is
Okay.
prepared.
Well done.
Thank you.
All right. So, last time on Aspera and Inferi, group split up into 3 directions, as they are apt to do. Group A, consisting of Hun's mom, and Douglas, and I believe that was it, went off towards the market, and then had plans to detour towards Rua's house. Group B, which consisted of Isaac, Ren, Peabody, and Beth, made their way to the clinic to get wounds treated. Was I missing? Oh god, I keep forgetting Hellings. God, I'm the worst. Papa! And Diddy.
Diddy.
No, he's Papa. Diddy's already taken.
That's true.
Diddy can be anywhere.
Diddy is a state of mind.
Exactly.
You set your mind to it, you can also be a Diddy.
So long as you are vaguely British, you too can be Diddy. But yeah, anyway, Matthew's there also. And they are getting their wounds seen to by Dr. Dabrowski. And then group 3, consisting of Bruce by himself, and then Bruce not by himself after he met up with Enzo, had them going separate directions. One going to try and find the animal control, which I believe his name is Jacob. I'd have to check my list on that one. And then Bruce doing his James, doing his detour to the mall to pick up pesticides, finding that one of the barrels seems to be slightly different than the others, and then from there going with Enzo away from the diner. And so that's pretty much where we roughly left off. So let's jump back into it here. We'll be either starting with group A or group B here. So let's just have a roll and see what happens. Go ahead, guys, designate someone from within your group. Andrew, you don't have to do any designating. You are the only one.
Yes, I would like to defer to the person on my left, which is me again.
Very well. You may make a speed roll.
It's actually your evil twin.
Oh no.
And then,
Harry Hun.
Oh my god!
and then we'll go ahead and have someone from Doctor Group go ahead and do a speed roll as well.
I feel like the doctor has to in Doctor Group.
I think it's a dex. Is it a dex? Is it not called speed? I'm just gonna come up with brand new terms and not care.
15.
It's dexterity. Alright. That means medical group is first. So we'll go ahead and bring you all back there. This is going to be a great way to start off the session, I think. This will be good.
And just to complicate things, we further split Team Medical into 2 groups while we were in the clinic. Because Isaac and Peabody had gone downstairs to the lab to try and figure out what was in the mystery vial of drugs that everyone apparently got shanked with last night. And then everybody else was upstairs being attended to by our good Dr. Dabrowski.
Mm-hmm. But Isaac was still needing complete attending to as well, so
Yes.
he will need to return up there once you are done looking at drugs.
I'd like to get
Drugs.
Isaac not full of bugs. Remove the bugs from Isaac, please.
Why?
Debug the Isaac.
Debug Isaac.
We need to give Isaac dewormer.
Oh no. No, just put him in the debugging code.
No.
Isaac
It's rude.
EX is very buggy right now.
Isaac.ex needs an update.
All right. Well, you guys go ahead, take the scene away here. You have gone to the basement. You have the sample. I'm not going to even pretend to know what sort of lab equipment is needed to analyze that, but I'm just going to say it's there.
Hooray, I don't know either. I know
It shakes hand. Very nice, very nice. We're
Shakes hand.
scientists.
This is the analysis vial, and this is the other one.
We're putting it in the spectrometer.
He shakes it
That's-
around, and if it turns a special color, that means something. No, actually, what it actually would be, I joke, but I actually know how to do this.
Give us your criminal knowledge.
So, heading into the lab, what you end up needing to do to test what this fluid is to break it into several different smaller vials that are held by it's like a little rack. It holds your little vials. And from there, you can test several different, what's the word for it? Sort of substances to see what color it turns to help determine what it is.
Almost like a pH, but different.
Essentially.
It's kind of like seeing what it reacts with, and whatever it reacts with indicates that, oh, there's a presence of this drug in there, kind of thing.
Exactly. And so you set up several tests. You set up a little control on the side as well, so that you have it. And
Isaac
you can
helps by sitting on the counter.
you can begin testing there. Isaac helps by looking pretty.
Isaac is moral support.
I will give you boons for Isaac Pretties. Go ahead
There's
and
eyelashes. You can't see it behind the sunglasses.
Isaac is using his flirt with old man technique to help expedite the process.
Yes.
yes.
This is how
You-
we
you
help
may-
your,
you may
your
have-
other doctor.
You may have a free reroll, but only if you acknowledge the presence of how pretty he is. You don't have to say anything. It just needs to be an internal thing.
What am I rolling?
I would say probably we may. I don't want to do a control here. I think we're doing controls too much, and I want something neat. Let's go here.
Strength.
It's really depending on how much solution you're putting in. You need to be very careful with here not to mix your results. So we're gonna go ahead and do a dex.
More decks.
More dex.
Damn.
Hey.
All right.
I'm gonna give Isaac a free acknowledgement. You look good in the jacket.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, with the free acknowledgement passed on, you run some tests, and it will take some time while you're down there. But what you're able to figure out, based on the different, there's a specific word that's for what you add to the solution, but I can't remember what the hell it's called. That's unfortunate. Catalyst.
Solutionator.
Ooh, I think it is a catalyst, actually. I think you might be right on that.
It's like, I know you can tell sort of by like, oh, if you do density tests, you can see what reacts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Several such ways that you could you could determine. I know none of them.
But what you are able to break it down is the third secret thing that makes the first that. Facilitator! Aw, Inky, it's good. I'm glad you have our brain cells. Thank you.
Inky smart. Thank
Inky
you,
smart.
Inky.
Oh, we know
Proximate knowledge.
it's a heart. I know it's a heart because that's the only thing that doesn't show on Roll20. You are able to deduce using the tests that this is a tranquilizer of some kind. A pretty decent duty one at that.
Oh boy. I got 3 of those.
And this is why Isaac is loopy as fuck. They shot him full of horse tranquilizers.
Isaac is awake more than 3 horses should be right now. It's about 3 horse tranquilizers to awake.
Very scary. Probably not horse drugs, but
Actually run on 4 horsepower.
Hold on.
I have the
No,
power.
this is definitely not horse tranquilizer, because if Isaac had 3, he'd be very fucking dead right now. But that's what you did, Jace.
Essentially, for tranquilizers, there's not really much you can do other than kind of let them, like, run the course and correct. Or can you reverse tranquilizers?
I'm asking Dr. Google.
Yeah, Dr. Google might know.
I'm assuming it would depend on which very specific one you had and what the, like...
There is something you can actually do.
Huh.
You need a... Oh, here I fucking go. Benzodiazepine. You need something that counteracts the receptors to reduce the presence of the sedative. Specifically, I believe a drug called flumazenil. Flumazenil, something like that. I'm not a fucking doctor. Fuck benzodiazepine.
I also have Dr. Google open, so I'm spelling for it.
You need something to counteract the benzo what the fuck of fine pines.
Benzodiazepine.
Benzodiazepine.
Is a success of 3 under 13 enough that I would be able to, like, confidently identify what it is and what I need to counteract it?
I would say so. You did a pretty damn good success. You would be able to know that that's the drug you need. Whether you have it or not, that's another question.
I take a look through the lab, see if any are down here in the drug cabinets.
Sure. You know what? Would you like to make me a search roll?
Oh, sure.
Hey, can I make a naughty roll while he's doing that?
Absolutely. What
do you
what
do?
kind of naughty roll would you like to make?
Isaac, you can't
Nice.
steal the drugs out of the
Nice.
cabinets.
He's distracted. I don't know if he the whole thing for the test.
Oh, you want to take?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
No,
that's going to
you
be a
can't
dexter. You
steal
just
the-
sneak some of the tests.
And so, like, he took some of the stuff to be able to test it, so I imagine there's some that was untested.
You want to take the control.
You're stealing the control vial out of the...
Yeah.
All right, you can go ahead and roll a dex to steal.
Yeah. Ed.
Absolute gremlin.
I don't.
All right, we'll get to that. Roll me a 1d20, please. A Peabody.
That's an 18.
18. Okay. Let me go ahead and check what you get. All right, 18. Sorry, I have like a crazy amount of tabs open. Here we go.
More worries.
All right. Lucky roll. You do find some.
Hey! So I have the thing I need.
Yep.
Probably turn around to see Isaac not so subtly picking up the control.
Yeah, trying to sneak it away. Well, no, I personally don't know, but I'm assuming this is administered.
I believe it would be injection.
So syringe, probably as well.
Let me double check. I mean, it doesn't really matter, even if I say it and it's wrong. Who's gonna stop me? The police?
Who's gonna tell?
Who's gonna fucking stop
Accuracy
me?
police are gonna come kick the door down. What? Thank you for the cat updating. That's a very dedicated cat doing it whole ass.
I gotta
I
give
just
it
saw a tail sticking out of the sink, and I was like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?"
escaping.
I think she was licking a dirty fork.
Yeah, okay, it's liquid, so it has to be, like, dosed out with a syringe.
Mm-hmm.
So Peabody just turns around from looking for that and sees Isaac, like, fucking fumbling to get the vial of tranquilizer out of the, like, analysis machine.
Yeah, it's like, I imagine it's being held in something. You can't seem to pull it directly out. It's just rattling.
You just get a fucking very unimpressed look.
So not-
Pat on the shoulder, and he just gently moves you away from that and kind of holds up the other vial of
You're able to shuffle him away pretty easily.
He's like, come on. Yeah, come on. Here's the treat that I promised you, Isaac. And Isaac gets his shots.
However, like, if you wish to give him a shot right now, I think he would refuse.
He don't want to.
Well, that one. Or at least let him do it.
You know, actually, he's going to attempt to corral you upstairs back to the others. Because you have to... he has to get you to get out of the jacket anyway.
Well, I like the jacket.
If you're getting a shot. He's like, you know, we're gonna go give that back to Hugo, and then you get to have the medicine you wanted.
I'm gonna rock in this jacket.
I'm sure he'll let you borrow it once you're all done with this.
Alright.
So the two of you return to the main group?
Yes, we're heading back up.
All right. Meanwhile, while the two of you were downstairs, Ren, you had been in the... What do you call that? The room. The room where this doctor happens.
The
Examination! It's an examination room. And there isn't much that he can do for you at the moment. And so basically it's a lot of your vitals getting checked, making sure that you and Beth are functional for the most part, and seeing if there's anything that has to be seen to at this very moment. And he acknowledges that, like, they'll go into diagnosing further from there. But he mainly prioritized the external wounds first, so he's seeing to Beth with her stab wound, and he's seeing to your dad with his whatever the fuck's on his neck wound. And watching that, you can see, especially with, like, him looking over your dad, that as he kind of has Hellings undo the tie bit and pull the collar down, you can see that kind of entire upper strip of what would be epidermis. It's like it's been brutally, uncleanly flayed a bit. And it's just in, like, chunks. Towards the back of his neck and kind of in some places reaching towards the sides. It looks painful.
Yeah, I think
looks
unconsciously
meaty.
he's probably gonna, like, wince when he sees it. Like,
And he said, so, what happened here? It's a long story. Just boil it down to an animal attack. Alright. Do you know if the animal had any signs of rabies? Are you going to be needing a shot? I think we're fine there. He's looking it over. The injuries seem to be, for the most part, superficial, save for he kind of is looking at the back wound. This one. And Ren, since you're getting to watch all this, you can kind of see firsthand as Hugo is having that little bit of expression on his face of, what the hell did this? And the other two come into the room shortly after. So you two, hi, I'm hello. Here's an Alistair, here's an Isaac. Welcome back. It's looking like we have some... He kind of sighs looking at it again. Lesions? This one back here is probably going to need stitches. It's fine by me. And he gestures in your direction, Isaac. You were needing to be seen as well.
Kind of like looks down. He's still wearing the jacket and like the bloody shirt underneath. I think so, yeah.
Right. He pats Hellings, and Hellings kind of moves to the side so that Isaac can take his place. Is Peabody familiar with stitches?
He should be. He did ER work.
Okay. Then Dabrowski will motion for Hellings to come your way, as he had mentioned, him needing stitches.
As we trade off patients, and Isaac is on his way over, Peabody is going to hand off the bottle of the our de-tranquilizer and just nod at Isaac. Our favorite patient needs some help.
Did you figure out what we're dealing with?
Tranquilizers.
Ooh, fun.
So that is triple dosed into his system?
Eyebrows go up.
I feel great. I could go full 4.
How are you standing?
Oh, my legs.
He will pat the table for you to hop up.
He hops up like he was sitting on the counter before.
Pretty Isaac is now on the pretty examination table.
Did Beth get hit with the needle when they were in the scale?
Everybody got a dosage from, I assume.
Yeah, everyone who had food or drink there
Yeah.
got a dosage.
The only one who got syringe shot was Isaac
Okay,
twice.
yeah, so basically
So-
everyone else is just kind of like letting it run through their system and eventually it'll flush out.
It's yeah.
But Isaac is a little topped
Isaac
up.
is concerning levels of
Even
dose.
concerningly dosed. So he flinches away a little bit from like the actual needle part
Mm-hmm.
of the stitches.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'll take him a little bit to be okay with that.
Well, the examination comes before the stitches.
All right.
And so as you're up, Dabrowski says, "Do you mind taking off the jacket?"
I won't back afterwards. It's your jacket, but I kind of have a back afterwards.
Yeah, if I can have my things from the pockets. Sure.
Here's your wallet. Also, nice.
Did you say nice?
Yeah. $69 inside.
$69 as well. Does he even know what you're talking about?
No, he has no fucking clue.
I don't think that's a thing yet, is it?
Time for Isaac to make it.
I think
That is definitely a thing.
90s,
That
yeah.
is definitely a thing.
I guess it is slang, but it's not like the meme.
The nice came in later. Yeah.
Yeah, the
That's
nice
why I've been around for an extremely
it
long time.
originated with Isaac. He is the father of the nice meme.
Nice.
Canon.
Yes. And so he takes his wallet and puts it in his secondary jacket pocket. and then we'll take the jacket from you and hang it up on the hook. Alright, so let's see the extent. It looks like you've had a good amount of this seen to already. Do you let him look over everything?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's kind of just going over Alistair's work. Kind of checks the hand, checks the cheek, checks the stab wounds, and he's like, okay, those ones can be seen too. And gives it all a once over. The wound on the back of the neck. How is that dressed the same as the other wounds, or how did Alistair go about that?
It was not stitched,
Mhm.
but it would probably had like a wound dressing, like the gauze and medical tape.
Okay.
Considering there's Isaac's full of bugs, it was not like closed up because
Maybe the bug wants to leave.
I would like the bug to leave.
Has anyone informed Dabrowski about it? I don't think so, right?
No, because I don't think we went into here with a plan about what to say about it. We were just trying to get everybody inside and seen to.
Mm-hmm. So then, as he's going about removing the dressings of the ones that, he probably gets confirmation from you, Peabody, which ones need to be stitched.
Mm-hmm.
He gets around to the back one. Go ahead and change some music here.
As we traumatize our second doctor for the evening.
As we traumatize our second doctor. And he's beginning to kind of give it a look over, and he's like, "Oh, this one is deep. What happened back here? Is this puncture?"
Yeah, the dog. Oh, I was passed out at the time.
Looks over towards Peabody.
He's gonna take a quick glance over at Hellings, because Hellings was the one that was like, we can't let this get out. Does he see him in, like, he's like, getting antsy about it?
You seem kind of chewing at his lip a little bit, but it doesn't seem like he's moving to stop it.
Hmm. Peabody will basically step up to assist because he does want this taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaac explained sort of when we first ran over to the scale what happened, right? That he was defending himself and he felt a puncture at the back of his neck and
Said, someone had hit him with the syringe the first time, and he managed to steal another one before they got him a third time. So,
yeah.
he
So
doesn't remember anything post
he
that.
doesn't actually remember, he just knows that it hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, so relaying that as best as possible, that
Honestly, the whole thing in the back that, like, he knew it itched and felt uncomfortable back there, but he wasn't aware anything had actually happened.
So just, it was seen to on site, but there's extenuating circumstances that needed better medical care than I could provide with a first aid kit. It is pretty deep puncture, and there's almost looks like a parasite that needs to be removed.
Okay. I will check into that then. And he kind of hesitates and he says, unfortunately, Isaac, due to your current state, I don't think I can give morphine.
Why not? It's a little bit.
It wouldn't be safe. You've got enough in your system already.
Local anesthetic?
We can try it. And you do get a little bit of local anesthesia to numb up the area a little bit. And he gets some tools to kind of spread the wound and get a look in there. And even as that happens, like you see the mounting perplexed expression as this he has a light to look it over, but then he realizes that the tool he has isn't deep enough. And swaps out. And he says, if it weren't for the drugs, I don't think you would be walking right now.
Is it that bad?
It's deep, Isaac. It's very deep. He picks up some it's not quite cotton, but something to blot the blood. And as he goes about doing that and putting a little bit of pressure on there, everyone in the room can hear this sort of high pitch momentary. It's almost like a little whirring sound. Little. And it stops. It's just momentary. But as that happens, everyone hears it. Isaac, you feel it. as what can only be described as something plucks.
I think he'll open the winds.
And Dabrowski, you watch as he tries to kind of ease his, it's not pliers, but the pincers. What are they called?
The forceps.
Forceps. Thank you. Into the wound. Very carefully. And he says, okay, I think I have it. And that squirming feeling comes again, Isaac. Like laying in a bed and shifting uncomfortably. You don't like this feeling. This feeling is not good. Could I get a control from you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well
king
done.
shit.
You have full control.
Yeah, I think he's just like the silliness is kind of left. He's just sitting there with his eyes closed, like gripping the side of the table.
The thing that really strikes you, Isaac, is the lack of pain. For all intents and purposes, even though he's doing it carefully, your wound is being dug in. And there is a local anesthesia, so perhaps that's what's doing it. But it doesn't feel right. Something in you is telling you this should hurt. And the forceps are slowly kind of pulled back as he closes them around something. And that tinny noise begins again, but it doesn't stop this time. It just keeps going. Zzz.
Can I like grab a container and get ready to just
Yes, you can.
throw this thing into it?
You can.
Ren is instinctively looking to Hellings, like, what is happening?
Hellings.
Like, what is that? What is that noise? Like, he's just wordlessly saying, "What is that noise?"
Hellings has, without saying anything, reached for a sort of a metal platter that usually small tools would be stored on. Half eyeing the flat surface of it. And he says, same thing I've came across, I think. And as Dabrowski's kind of trying to pull, there you see as his hand stops. And for everyone else, it looks like he's trying to evaluate how to continue. For Isaac, you can feel tension. You feel as something that is able to flex to a degree is not able to flex anymore and has come to the limit. And immediately a horrific wave of nausea hits you and your vision goes dizzy.
Yeah, I think. He notably sways. Kind of reaches for something to balance himself on.
Dabrowski will immediately stop what he's doing and kind of reach a hand around to try and steady Isaac.
We'll also go help with support.
This... Do you want to take a look at this?
I saw a little last night. I wasn't able to get the best assessment.
It's a
But-
bug, for sure. But it's in there. We might... This might be something that needs proper surgery.
Isaac?
All of that.
What do you want to do?
Bryn, I've sent you a message.
Let me look.
Alright, yeah, he's kind of like gritting his teeth. I want it out. Okay, do you still have that first shot?
A little bit of what's left of it, and you'll glance over at Dabrowski.
I don't care if it's too much, just hit me again, okay?
That could lead to an overdose. I don't think that's...
Who's got all this? Just hit me again.
Go ahead and roll a control to convince.
Nope.
No. No, this... There are other ways to handle this, and I do not think tranquilizers is it, Isaac.
Yeah,
Is the-
he kind of looks over at you instead, Peabody.
What are you feeling right now?
Kind of grimaces that. It's hard to say.
But it's still enough that you can tell when the bug's being manipulated, right?
Feeling something. It's noisy.
I don't want to leave that in there either. You've already had it in for... I mean, the entirety of the night.
I cannot emphasize enough the location
I know.
of this is
Perilous. That's... yeah. Yeah.
this isn't something we can afford to be careless about.
I won't play around either.
I think surgery is the best option. Is there anyone else in your group that has this?
I think we had one close call, but... kind of nods over at Hellings. No one
Hellings
else has
nods.
been... any symptoms like this.
What are the drugs for, Isaac? Beth says.
I mean, just knock me out, get it over with.
What's Party Ren and Peabody doing over there?
Ren's
Yeah.
more watching Hellings to see how he reacts,
Mm-hmm.
because like he knows he knows what's going on. So if he's cautious, that is what he is being.
It is clear what you are seeing from him is cautious.
Yeah, so he is extremely he's extremely like he's ready to duck behind him if
Mm-hmm.
things go horribly wrong. Just very reactionary right now.
Mm-hmm. I think if that's the case, actually, you'll also notice Beth has kind of nudged her way to be sitting kind of in front of you as well, Ren. It- Almost a little defensively. And Peabody,
Hmm.
you are the other medical professional in the room.
This is Angie speaking momentarily. Hey, wild idea. Stick the bug with the tranquilizer.
Take that, you son of a bitch.
I mean, the worry is that it's a super, like, delicate spot for the thing to be.
For the B2B.
For the bee to be. If it is not, like, squirming and making things more difficult, a better chance of not having a catastrophe is my thought process. I do not know how medically viable this idea is.
Well, this situation is kind of outside normal medical circumstances.
Yeah. Fuck it. He will posit that theory to just to Dr. Dabrowski. Just
You want to drug the bee.
anything that would
Or he would say the bug,
reduce-
he doesn't know
Yeah.
for sure.
anything that would reduce like movement, keep it from making things more precarious. Isaac's system is kind of taxed at the moment, so it wouldn't be a great idea to introduce any more tranquilizer.
I thought it was.
He motions you with his hand to come over and help him.
We'll assist.
And the remainder of the tranquilizer is taken. Dabrowski has an expression of, like, a bit overwhelmed here.
The what the fuck is getting to him.
What the fuck? Yeah, the what the fuck of this situation. But he will try to go through with that. I'll keep a note that you are assisting him. Let's make a roll here. He tries to carefully ease the syringe in, but the moment it seems to scrape the form within, it's churning and moving, goes into overdrive. And what's even worse is, Isaac, you feel it start to almost move. Not in a squirming sense, but in a repositioning sense, in a burrowing sense.
That's not fucking working.
Shit.
What is it?
Just get it out.
And I would like everyone in the room to make a control as tensions rise. And now this sound, this constant buzzing sound, is ever present.
What? Oh.
Oh,
Very nice, very nice. And Isaac, you don't have to roll again, given that you rolled a 1 before. I think that's plenty enough.
Okay.
Alright, everyone's keeping their cool. I need to roll for Dabrowski, because this is stressful.
My poor dude.
He seems a bit overwhelmed. His eyes are wide, and as he's trying to let's try again, he gets a glimpse of something, and you just hear him go, "What the hell? What is that?"
You know, just a hand on the shoulder. Hugo, do you need me to take over?
We need to get it out. You don't have surgical experience, right?
I'm stinky, and I do not know exactly what experience you would have being a ER doctor, but at least enough for, like, minor wound treatment.
Yes. You have never done surgery, but you know knowledge behind it. You have studied enough to be an expert on the human form.
Yeah.
Your main skill, I would say, would lie in the emergency diagnosis of things,
Mhm.
and being able to handle vitals and call a shot when it matters.
Yeah.
In that sense, getting the drug into Isaac's system was very much in your wheelhouse. But this is not as much. You could definitely attempt it, though.
You'll, concede not as much as you, but do you need me to take over?
For fuck's sake, whoever has the balls to get it out. He holds the syringe for you to take.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he look unsteady, like, are his hands?
His hands are shaking.
Yeah, okay. Stepping in. Bulls. The bulls. Can I use my reroll that Isaac gave me earlier for having a nice coat and looking pretty in case I fuck up?
His hair just kind of like gently falls over his shoulder. He's very pretty.
I'll fucking allow it.
Dexterity?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Go ahead. You have the pretty bonus.
No!
Oh!
Oh my god. Oh,
Oh.
that's so bad. Oh, that's bad.
All right.
Oh fuck.
You go for the injection, and as you do, you think you have it for a second, but instead what you seem to get is a flash of almost clear, shiny, prismatic. You realize you didn't get it, you got a wing. But you went for it. Hey, Isaac.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Can you make a strength for me, please? You just got another dose.
Oh, no.
Oh,
It wasn't...
Oh!
It wasn't a full dose. We used some of it for the testing, though.
Oh boy, okay.
Oh, no. We're having a bad time.
This is simultaneously perfect and also really bad. So, Isaac, you are injected. You don't even feel the poke. The local anesthetic is doing wonders. But you and the little denizen within you both feel as your body, which is at a threshold, hits that threshold and goes over it.
I think you guys just hear a little, oh, hell, before like he completely falls over.
Oh, no.
Uh,
Scrambling to catch him before
Yep,
he
I'm
face
gonna need a
plants.
dex roll from anyone who wants to try and stop Isaac from bouncing his head off the tiles.
Yeah,
God.
There you go.
Here I fucking go.
Oh my god, I got a 1 for Dabrowski too, so everyone quickly steps in and like secures. Ren, you grab forward and are able to grab the back of his shirt and like pull him so that it stops him from moving forward. As that happens, Dabrowski catches one shoulder and Peabody catches the other, and everyone together stops Isaac as his head just flops forward and he is limp. Well,
Okay.
and immediately Dabrowski goes to check vitals.
Just laying him out on the exam table. Yeah, Isaac got his treat. Oh no.
You want me to GM roll it, Brianna?
Yeah.
Oh no.
There you go.
All right. Thank you. All right. And with that, we're going to
Cruelty.
I think we're gonna cut away for a bit.
Cruelty.
Well, you all work on making a game plan. And just knocked Isaac out again. And I figure out how to calculate overdose damage.
Oh no.
God, no!
Yippee!
I'm sorry, Isaac. Isaac, I'm sorry.
Hey, Brianna, did I fulfill my card?
Yes, you have fulfilled your card.
Yay!
I will
Get
take
your
it from
yummy,
you.
yummy treat.
Yummy
Here, I
treat.
steal. Yeah, I think deprived may be the best way to go about it. Let's see here. So then we move back to the main map. As Bruce, you have finished your run-in at the diner.
Yeah.
And are heading out. And Hun, you have finished your time at the market. Do the two of you reconvene before you head out again, Hun?
I don't remember if we established if we were gonna convene and then go to Rua's.
I don't remember either, but
You wanna come?
Bruce did want to take a peek at the fair, so he could come pick you up in his car since he was driving around.
Let's see. Okay, so instead of Hun having driven out, then you guys would have dropped him off at the farmer's market
sure.
and then picked him up from there. Does that work, Bree?
That works.
Okay.
So then, who all is part of this group? I imagine Enzo's still with you, Bruce.
Yeah.
You have Douglas, and then is Mother coming as well,
Yes,
Hun?
of course.
Okay. So then everyone
Mother
loads
wants
into
to
the
check up
car.
on Rua. That would be mean.
Mother, you cannot come. So then you all load into the car, and you had mentioned Bruce had wanted to go to the market. Are you going market first or Ruiz first?
Oh, I thought Hun had already hit up the market. He just was gonna,
Oh,
stop.
where was it you said you wanted to go? I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
No, the farmer's market.
Yeah.
You said Hun was at the farmer's market.
Yes.
So he's picking Hun up at the farmer's market and was just going to...
Oh, okay. I got you now. It took me a second.
No, that's okay.
I was like, what?
He's
yeah.
just doing a quick peer around for his own curiosity.
It can be like while Hun is loading up the groceries into the car.
Mm-hmm. You take a peek inside. I'll give you the interior just as before. Of which
I love that they're little...
these are not here anymore, so we're gonna GM layer them. But heading inside, you see a long hallway. Betty is in the main entryway, kind of greeting anyone who comes in, working as a pseudo hostess, but mainly just being the socialite she tends to be. Further in, there is a general kind of kids play place that has been dedicated to some of the stalls, of which you have a produce stall right here. You have dairy right here, baked goods right here. You have wine and other exports, wooden, like logs and also carved goods, and then clothing and other accessories there.
Okay. He's just looking for anything that looks off or weird. He did hear that it was empty? Not doing well?
When you come in, there isn't a lot of people here. A couple, we're gonna just call them faceless individuals, just people who are from the town,
Right.
but no one.
No,
that you're
you've
fully
named
aware of.
everyone in the town, so it has to be it. No,
I didn't name everyone in the town. I don't hate myself that much. Though, if you do you do like a full walk around of the rec center?
Yeah, I figure he does a little bit before he finds Hun, and then finishes up.
Okay. As you're doing so, then you also come into to the left of the main entrance is a general sitting room in which you do actually see two people who are actually here, of which you recognize. One being Lyle Foster, who is the one of two owners of the gas station on the main stretch, and William, who is a common sight at the mall. And those are two recognizable faces, but the only ones that really stand out to you inside.
Okay. He's just getting the vibes. He's not. I guess I don't know. He'll pick. Nah, that's fine.
Well, let me go ahead and do something.
Hun has already stopped by the. So he'll ask Hun what he found out, if anything.
Well, you are in a way doing a search of this location.
Okay.
So if you'd like to go ahead and roll a 1d20 for me, we can see if you find anything.
Not great, but perhaps okay.
Yeah, Han wasn't really mining for information since he was on a mission, so you're not going to get too much out of him for here, other than there's a lot less people and before.
Okay. You find the following things. You come into this, would think would be kind of in a further back part of the rec center, coming into an area that actually, while currently uninhabited, has a large pool, which is up here.
No.
At the door, the first thing you notice on its worn wooden surface before you go into the pool room is a flyer advertising the Sub Rosa, and scrawled on it is in loving memory.
Advertising the what?
The one of the buildings in town, the Sub Rosa.
Okay.
What you know about this location is that it used to be a kind of bar club of sorts, but it has been shut down for a good while now.
Okay.
And then you continue forward into the pool room. And everything seems, for the most part, normal, though you see a water bottle lying on its side near the lip of the pool.
No one in it?
No one in it.
He'll do a hello? Did someone leave their water bottle here?
And your voice echoes back at you.
Swimming pool, enclosed swimming pool in a liminal horror game. Nothing could be wrong.
Nothing.
I guess I'll, pick up the water bottle and, set it on a bench or something so it's not laying on the floor.
You pick it up and you set it on a bench, having completed your civic duty. And where do you go from there?
I mean, he just wanted to do a checkout. He's not seeing any signs of bugs anywhere or anything, so...
Not that you can see.
Seems okay. I'll go back and finish helping Hun and everything.
All right. You head back to meet up with Hun, and I'll give you a look-see of the outdoors as well, just in case there's anything there that Bruce would want to interact with, as far as people go. As you are...
Here? The fella stay here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
As you are getting to the outside of this location, Bruce, you notice that your fingers have a sort of burning itch to them.
Uh-oh.
What'd you do, Bruce?
No, I didn't do nothing. He looks at his fingers. Is he getting a rash or something?
You're getting a little bit of a rash.
Time to go wash his hands in nice scalding hot water.
All right, you head back inside and wash your hands, and that does seem to help. And you're kind of thinking back on what could have caused this, and you realize this is the same hand you picked up the bottle with.
He'll pull out a rag and head back and see if he can find the water bottle.
You're able to find it.
Okay. Who will wrap that and pick that up?
You get a water bottle full of caustic chemicals.
Oh.
Ah!
Congratulations.
Now that he's paying attention, can he like smell them or whatever? That
Smell
something fucked up is in this water bottle?
Smell like pesticides?
Oh, yeah.
Does it smell like pesticides? I don't know.
I'd say it smells closer to something with bleach in it.
Oh.
Does it smell like pool chlorine?
Closer. It's definitely in the sort of like really strong, could be used as a cleaning agent family, but
It's in a drinking
not
water bottle.
diluted whatsoever. The bottle itself is unmarked.
But it's like a plastic drinking one where you unscrew the lid or pop the
Yes.
lid and... Okay, he's definitely taking this because someone could accidentally drink this, like one of the children that are outside playing.
Mm.
He returns to Hun and Hun's mom and Enzo and is like, someone left out a bottle of cleaning chemicals, but it's in a bottle. Was it full? Is it a full bottle or is it
It is-
partially empty?
It is there's just a little bit off the top missing, but for the most part it's full.
Okay.
Is that what you went in for? Went back in for? 'Cause I saw you come out. and then you went
Yeah,
back in.
no, I felt my skin starting to burn, and I realized I had touched that bottle, and if it was something dangerous,
You think it was intended for someone here?
maybe. I mean, probably the only person who would pick up a random water bottle and drink it by the pool would have been a kid, though, right?
If even.
Or maybe someone doing it to themselves?
Seems like a strange thing to leave behind. Douglas notes.
It was just kind of knocked over. Maybe they had to leave in a hurry? Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe it's just how they had the chlorine in the pool.
I don't think they put chlorine in water bottles.
Could be a piss poor janitor.
You're right. With the drugging and stuff that's been going on, we should probably report this.
I can go mention it to Betty.
I guess we could go ask if anyone's been using the pool today.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
All right.
Where are you having this conversation, by the way?
By the car, so like in the parking lot.
Okay.
I was also gonna say, if the sir is still there, Hun does give him stink eyes because he is a stranger in our quaint little town.
He gives you stink eye, in return you're stink eyeing each other.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go ask, see if anyone's been by the pool. Could just be an easy mistake, someone lost it.
You head back inside. And Betty smiles as you approach her. Hi.
Hey Betty,
Hi, Bruce. Did you find anything at the market?
Oh, I might come back later. I was just picking Hun up at the moment and just wanted to look around. But I did find a misplaced water bottle over by the pool. I was wondering if anyone else had been in there today.
Oh.
If you know.
Bears. Well, let me think. And she kind of... You know the motion when someone's eyes kind of like roll towards the ceiling and they are going over a mental list?
Mm-hmm. The little like head bob back and forth as they're like, no.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lyle stopped in there briefly, I think. Brought his kids here today. They're playing outside.
Okay, well, I'll ask if it's his.
That's so nice of you. You could just recycle it if you'd like. I think he'll live if he doesn't have his water.
Oh, you never know. Could have, medicine or something in it.
She kind of seems perplexed by that comment. Well, I think he's down in the study room, if you want to speak with him.
Bruce will take a look at Hun, sort of like, do we have time for this diversion? Are you okay? Is your mom okay?
We can wait out by the car. I don't feel comfortable leaving it as it is. If you want to look, you can.
Alright, it should be a quick ask anyways.
Right.
I'll come with you, says Enzo.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna move back outside to make sure that no one fucks with their car.
Right, he'll go downstairs.
You go downstairs. Douglas kind of stays to keep chatting with Betty. It seems like he has more questions for her.
Yes, mine her for information. Mine.
And you head downstairs. As you do, Lyle once again greets you. Welcome back, Bruce. You weren't gone for long.
Yeah, no, I just, I found a water bottle over by the pool, and Betty mentioned you'd been in there today and your kids, so I was just felt it was easy, quick checking if it was yours.
Oh, no, we were gonna take a dip. We were really thinking about it, but then the little fellows decided the jungle gym was much more interesting.
Do you remember if it was already there when you got in there? Did you see it?
I don't recall the water bottle.
Okay,
But I wasn't looking for one.
Okay, well, thanks. Just, yeah, be careful.
I won't run on wet floors if that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Are you? Hey, wait a minute.
Hmm?
He pats the chair next to him. Are you doing all right, Bruce? You look nervous.
Oh, yeah, just, stress, the whole blackout and everything affected my street, and, handyman, so I've been checking out stuff all day.
Oh, I hear you. We're still without power over at the gas station.
Oh, that's too bad. Do the pumps work when the gas station doesn't have power, or?
They I think so. We haven't had anyone try it.
I guess
Otherwise-
they probably weren't, electric back in the 50s or whatever, so...
Yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, we got cans anyway.
Yeah. Alright, enjoy the farmer's market.
I ain't buying anything, but sure.
Enjoy the library. The reading room.
Gives a thumbs up, like, there you go, buddy.
Alright. There Bruce goes, Bruce normal man. Well, I guess I'll do one control to see if everything seems above board and the reaction, everything.
Go for it.
Seems like it, but Oh well.
Can't tell.
That's probably why he got the nervous comment. He was like,
Where Bruce is Bruce everyman, Lyle is Lyle talks to fucking everyone.
Oh no.
So it's hard to tell, really.
Bruce Everman versus Lyle's Talksman.
Talksman. And this is the same guy who usually leans against his car and watches people go down the main road. So it's like he's always been a little strange, honestly.
He never sees me. I never take the main road.
He's never seen your car. Except for when you come to get gas.
That's true.
Alright, back to Hun.
Alright, you head out. and return. And as Douglas sees you passing by, he smiles and says, "Thanks for your time, Betty," and will turn to follow you.
Anything interesting?
Well, a couple things. We can go over it once we're in the car, if that's all right.
Sure. They'll load into the car, and Bruce will awkwardly, with the rag still wrapping it, put the caustic chemicals in the cup holder.
You cup the caustic chemicals in a safe fashion, and and
Lyle says it wasn't his or his kids either.
Enzo looks like a bit surprised that you're choosing to keep the strange mystery liquid.
It could be part of the mystery.
Right. You know what Ruse is?
Sorry, what was that?
You know what Ruse is?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
All right, let's go.
Now that we're in the car,
Yeah.
I was speaking with Betty, asking who's been to the market and if anyone's coming on. I got a couple names. The Wilkes boys were here earlier. Myself and Harrison saw them. She said they left in their car probably about 40 minutes ago or so.
Wait, didn't I came straight from the diner to here, so I saw them at the diner when they were still talking about going to the...
Yep.
Unless it's just a timeline mishap, or if it's not...
It is not a timeline mishap.
Ooh.
Okay. I saw them, like, 5 minutes before I arrived here. They were at the diner saying they were still thinking about going to the... They went inside to eat before going to the...
According to her, they'd been hanging around the market since near open.
I guess they did... They were the ones who made the comment that, like, did you see the farmer's market? Or was that... Oh, my memory!
That was them, yeah.
Okay. I guess... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, they probably did the market before. I thought that makes... Okay. Sorry.
Something to look into, maybe.
Yeah. So them, anyone else?
Aside from that, Ted Bygone came by pretty early on, about right at open. He didn't stay for more than 10 minutes, just grabbed a bottle of wine and left. And he's you see he's kind of going over his notes. And the roses, they didn't set up this year. Apparently they have in previous years, but this year they haven't.
I noticed that.
Oh. People were saying, I guess Wilkes brothers were saying that it was pretty empty this year and that crops were struggling.
Well, I don't think everyone's crops are struggling. After all, Nat, who was selling in there, they were, they're Copia Farms, and they have an amazing harvest this year. That's actually where we got the food from. He says, like, pointing a thumb towards Hun.
A nod in agreement. We'll see we'll see if it's as good.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I guess of those options, the Wilkes brothers, I don't know, this doesn't seem like a prank.
Could it be someone that wasn't seen?
Yeah, obviously. Could have even been left here the night before, just nobody noticed. Gosh dang, if we were cops, we could, like, get it fingerprinted or something.
I could stop by Stafford's tomorrow.
Yeah.
They'll probably have their... Well, they should have their hands less full by that point. Assuming they've processed what happened at the Emerald Scale by then.
And assuming nothing else weird happens, which... don't know.
Are you talking while driving, or are you parked?
Yeah, we're talking...
Okay.
That was the idea.
Then you will have...
It would be more convenient for the GM if we were still parked.
No, the GM is happy to swap you over.
Okay.
Just wanted to double check, because I didn't want to be like, you're there! If you weren't moving. just kick your butts into where I want you to go. No, but you pull up to the trailer park.
Looks the same as it did yesterday?
It does.
We get around to Ruiz just fine?
You're able to make your way. As you do find yourself being eyed by the groundskeeper of the trailer park. He doesn't say anything to you. He's currently just cutting the grass. But it is a little bit of a stink eye.
Hun sees him often, I assume.
You do. His name's Randy.
Is it always a stink eye?
He's known to be a bit grumpy.
Okay. I think Hun just, like, does, like, that single hand up. It's not really a wave, it's just an acknowledgement of hello. They probably always did it whenever they passed anyways, even if he does get stink eyes.
There is a head movement that only you being here often enough recognize as a decimal of a nod.
Nice.
And then you continue on to Ruiz.
See, his name's Randy.
His name's Randy. I'll post him in the thing a little bit here. Okay. And
Bruce will mention after we're done checking in on her. Is this the same trailer park that Ricky is in?
Yep.
All right. You might want to check in on him since I got a connection and he's a vagabond who might be in trouble in these trying times.
Does Bruce want to do
that? We don't gotta split up.
Okay.
What? You sure?
Yeah.
I'd allow it.
No, we can. I mean, we do the scenes one by one, anyways. So.
Okay, fine. Don't thin your numbers. Kicks my foot in the dirt. I guess.
So we get there and hop out of the car.
You do so, and your mother begins shuffling her way towards the house. Coming here, it is notably kind of serene. This is something you're familiar with, as we've kind of went over earlier, Hun. But Bruce, this is a more, I think, unfamiliar vibe for you. As you don't come here terribly often, but this house is just very quaint. And you knock on the door. And no one answers.
She might be in the garden. I'll check.
That may be the place to go. Rua! Rua, are you in the area?
And you hear distantly, back here!
So, Han will accompany Mother to the back. I assume that's where the garden is.
Yep. She begins to shuffle her way to the garden. The thing about Rua's garden that makes it unique is it isn't just in the back. It has its own little trailer.
I know that I have a thing on here for Rua's place, is that anytime I go to the garden, I can gain a stability per day.
Yep. So going here, you can in fact get another stability.
In addition?
Per day.
Oh shit.
And you see her, the doors are open, and she is in the garden, tending to her plants.
While we're back here, Han's gonna keep an eye out for bees. I do recall no bee evidence, at least last time he was back in the garden yesterday.
Evidence.
But he's keeping an eye out, but since it's contained, or since it has, she takes very good care of her garden.
She does. I will allow you to keep an eye out, and I'll let you know if you see anything.
Okay.
But at the moment, you see no bees. And Rua comes out and carefully steps down from the kind of lip leading into her greenhouse. She says, I see you brought friends with you today.
Yeah, we'll be heading back to my place. We got food and stuff, but wanted to come by and check in.
We wanted to see how you were doing.
Oh, as good as I can be. The weather's holding, so I don't have to start winterizing yet. But it's coming.
So,
And she rolls her eyes.
it's gonna be a weird question, maybe. You haven't happened to see any bees, have you? One's acting weird.
Acting weird?
Well, being active, I suppose.
No, nothing I have seen, no.
Good. If you do, it's, they're invasive species, and it's kind of a exterminate on-site thing.
Why haven't I heard of this? You'd think they'd have some kind of posters.
Just heard it recently.
They're nasty bees. They tried to set up near our house.
Oh?
The old bee boxes.
And she takes the stairs down so that she's now standing at equal ground with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of looks everyone over. Do you all want to come in? I can make a drink.
I know that Hun's mom cannot obviously see Hun's expression, but I think whenever Rua asks, like, you want to hang out, he probably still defers to Mama.
Well, I was thinking, perhaps did you want to come over to our house and we could have tea there?
She purses her lips. I don't know. You know how I feel about having tea outside of my home.
Or leaving your home in general.
There's a good place.
She nods. It's peaceful here, and I have everything I need.
That we do.
But it wouldn't kill you to make a house call, would it?
How much room you have in that car of yours, boy? She says, looking at Bruce.
It's full now. We could come back for you. Drop off the groceries, so, while you guys have the tea.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Looks at Hun.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Well, when you come back, I'll have... And she counts. What is that? 6 cups?
Oh, you don't have to make any for me, ma'am. It's all right. I'll probably be, back at the house doing stuff.
You're not going to drive your car back?
I could. You could also take Hun's car. I mean, I don't know if all 6 of us are coming back, is what I'm saying.
She chuckles to herself. It's your decision. I'm not forcing you one way or another.
I would love some tea.
She is beginning to shuffle her way towards the house. And as she does, you see she kind of reaches out and puts her hand on Hun's mom's arm so that she is able to start heading in as well. I can probably go back, Enzo says towards you, Bruce.
Yeah, sure. Probably good if, got one more adult in there.
Right. Thinking. Can you get the groceries back? We need to... What do you think? Could drop her off and come back here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can go back, undo the groceries, come back.
Okay.
So congratulations, Bree. We are fitting our numbers.
You load up then, and leave, Mother of the Hun, with Rua.
Yeah, Hun was on the edge about leaving her alone, but I mean, Rua's doing well. Everything feels fine here, unlike the weird ass vibes from other places. So he can trust Rua to take care of his mom for like 10 minutes.
And before you go, as is reflective of you gaining another stability, before she goes inside, Rua will come over and on the other side of your hat, opposite of where you had put the other flower.
Oh, thanks.
She evens it out. She pins another one on.
How do I look?
Symmetrical.
Thanks. Okay, we'll be right back.
She lives. Safe travels.
Don't find any bees.
Thanks.
We'll hope not. And they'll pack up. Is it another marigold? Or
It's another
different?
marigold.
Okay. 2 marigolds.
2.
Ah.
And you all can head back. And we'll use that as a little checkpoint to go back to hell.
Yay!
Hey! Ooh, natural ending point of the song? Yes, I think so.
Ooh. Damn, nice.
Am I gonna get to it in time before it restarts? Yes. Let's go!
Just in time for me to pee. I'll be right back.
Go piss, girl.
So then, back at the clinic. Isaac has been drugged again. Not with as high of a dose as before, but with enough to put him back. No, Tori, we'll get you back, don't worry.
No!
Oh my god. But enough to put him back out for the moment. As everyone has worked together to catch him, and once she's stabilized, immediately, Dabrowski is... I forgot his name for a second, sorry. Dabrowski is heading out the door, and he says, I'm going to go get another one of those vials.
Got it.
As he runs off to get something to hopefully help nullify the other dose that just got given.
Isaac is stable, though. He is not, like, fucking crashing.
He is not having a heart attack, at the very least.
Okay. His vitals are not crashing.
His vitals are low, I will give you. But he's not dying.
Okay.
How we are probably going to reflect this, Isaac, is you're going to get a status effect.
Hooray.
Hooray! And I'll go over which one is most fitting for you in a bit here. We're gonna go ahead and give you the poisoned condition.
Oh no.
And how that's going to
that
work.
makes sense.
Temporarily, your dexterity is going to be decreased by a 1d6.
Okay.
And if you it will be able to be cleared if you are able to have prolonged rest in a safe space with medical treatment.
Luckily,
I'm starting to nap right now.
we're in the clinic.
Would you like me to roll, or would you like to roll your?
See,
what
I
you
want to
getting
get
hit
a, I want to get a whole 6. Okay, that's my luck.
Isaac has gone through this so many times before.
Nothing.
All right, please go ahead and mark on your sheet, though. You've got the poison condition, and then with that, we'll mark it as just decrease your dex by 1 for now and put it in a note wherever you can. That'll clear once you have a chance to rest properly.
It is done, my lord. I will
Alright.
go back to eat the honkshu.
Oh, shoo. with that one, though, that does reflect the fact that Isaac is a fucking tank. And no drugs will keep him down.
It's nothing compared to the shit he did when he was partying.
Yep. However, there is something that's connected to him, that has not had the same experience nor party knowledge Isaac has had. And, there is a absence of sound that is louder than anything else. And you don't even realize it at first. Everyone's so worried about getting Isaac down on the table, making sure he's breathing, making sure he's okay, that you realize you don't hear the buzzing anymore.
Bee is vicariously overdosed.
Hellings will come over to kind of help with properly moving Isaac, however it is needed for you, Alistair.
Mm-hmm. Poor Isaac. He probably just has to be, like, laid face down on the table.
Yep. Oh, here we go. All right. Is he gonna be okay?
He's stable. He'll be alright.
Isaac, you are face down.
Rotate him. Was not the exact intention I had, but it still kind of worked.
So what do y'all do?
Well, now would be our best shot of getting rid of this thing. Ugh.
I think the doctor's currently out of the room. You need help?
Dr. Peabody just takes a couple seconds to compose himself, because it didn't go according to plan, but it is going at least better than the worst case scenario. Well, it needs to come out of him, so... Ugh. We'll pick up where Dabrowski had left off and trying to remove the bug.
You can begin to do so, though it is a bit difficult to do with only one set of hands.
Recruit Matthew. He's willing to hold the little forensic light to get a better look.
He will actually hand the light to Ren to shine, and so that his hands are free to be able to kind of hold the wound however you need it.
Mm.
Oh yeah, boy.
And then he'll just grab it.
Hooray! Ren gets recruited for surgery. Do I get... Does that mean I get help if I make rolls?
You are getting help,
Because I
yes.
have a team.
You have a team and you're getting help.
Hooray. Am I rolling dex again?
You are. As you try to extract Beeg.
I succeed.
Okay. You begin to work to extract Bee. Bee is no longer struggling, which makes it a lot easier. But B is also death gripped, which is not good. As you're getting a better look in here, and with your success, I will give you the horrifying realization that this thing is latched onto his brainstem.
Hate it. I hate that. Do I need to roll anything for that?
Of course you do.
Yay! What am I
Of course you do.
rolling? What am I rolling?
Roll your
babe?
control. Roll your control. What do you mean, what am I rolling?
Since I'm like right there with the light, I gotta be seeing some of this, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You too.
Oh, good.
I'm fine. Totally fine.
I suppose I need to roll a control as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Hey, guess what time it is? It's whisper card time.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get you one. I take card, I put in your inventory.
Oh,
It is yours now.
get spooked.
As the two of you see things that no human should see, you see this, just the upper half of it, thin spindly wings and almost bone-like structures that make up this bee, and 3 sets of arms, each one latched into the meat of Isaac's neck. But that's not the only thing that really bothers you. It's its tail, where its stinger would be. It's what's giving you the most trouble, Peabody. Because it is plugged in a way. You don't know how far it goes.
It's burrowed in there.
It's almost like it's fused with him.
Oh, horrible. Horrible.
I will give you, since you're all looking at it though, you can finally get a good look at it. Here you go.
Ooh, no. Thank you, I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's yours, you get to see it.
Does it have horrible little bee lips?
I don't like its little. Do you guys see its little hands?
Oh no.
Oh, all the better to grip with. Ugh.
It has horrible little bee lips
got
and horrible little bee hands.
Little grippers.
No!
All the better to hug you with.
I don't like that its stomach is furry, and that's the part that's like touching your brainstem.
Just giving you a cuddle.
I think once Ren sees this, I think since he did fail his control, I think he's gonna get sick.
Oh
He's
no!
immediately going to the trash can.
I need to roll to see how Beth does, because if she's hanging in there, she'll... Okay, she picks up the light from where Tomo has left it. Matthew winces as he sees his son succumb to weak tummy syndrome.
Wonderful, it is much worse than I thought it was.
But I see it in a controlled environment.
Better than having tried to do anything at the scale. Oh god. Do I have to roll again to try to like
It is up to you how you want to proceed now that you have knowledge of how it's connected.
Ugh. It's not reacting at all as it's manipulated.
It seems unresponsive. You don't know if it's dead or not. But at the very least, it's not struggling. Ren, the taste of bile is fresh.
Yeah.
The smell of it's even worse. Whenever you close your eyes, you can see its little hands.
Oh, God.
And part of you wonders if this is what happened to Isaac, would this have happened to you?
I think at that, he's just gonna start, like, instinctively, like, checking the door, like, behind him. Just
you
out of, like, pure fear.
you look at the door, just to make sure there's nothing behind you, to make sure there's nothing on the back of your neck. And you don't think there is, and you don't think there's anything there. But how would you know?
He's gonna be doing this frequently in here, like, with him with this knowledge, he doesn't know who, like, could have it, because apparently Neil had it, and, like, nobody knew, and it's like, he's not doing very good.
New phobia unlocked.
Your skin
Gripper
feels
bee.
itchy. This is terrible. You don't like this.
Yeah, like, every once in a while, he will glance back to the door, like, behind him, just in case.
You will be the first one to hear when footsteps are approaching. What is the plan? Ren's got an eye on your 6.
Thanks, Bree. I hate it. I hate this very much. I hate this gripper bee.
Hold your finger out to it. It'll hold your little
No.
finger skin like a baby.
Oh,
God,
I
no.
don't know.
Like a little baby hand closing around it.
Terrible.
Am I able to manipulate the little hands without much trouble?
You'd have to roll for it, but you could try.
Ugh. We'll
You want to gently
start
coax
there.
its little hands open?
I'm imagining just like the main body being held by the forceps, and then like a pair of the really fine tweezers just trying to remove the the hands.
Mm-hmm. You never thought you would be in a situation where you are having to finger by finger pry open a tiny bee hand. But here you are. You are able to get half of the bee hands pried off. Isaac, your dreams are dark. The drugs have kept them from you. But deep down, something is screaming. You can roll again, Peabody. You try to go for the other set of hands, and as you kind of go for a pinch, it kind of slips, and you feel your thin forceps hit the meat of the neck, and you wince. You don't know what damage that did, if it did any.
Don't. Don't fucking say that to me. You don't say that shit to me, Bree.
You can keep trying if you'd like.
What's up with those footsteps? Have they given to the room yet?
With time, yeah. Ren, you hear them first before anyone, as hurried footsteps are returning back, and Dabrowski makes his way back in, with a newly filled syringe of what Isaac was just recently injected with. Real life brain surgeons had to roll 20. That's the thing.
No,
if they were real life brain surgeons, they wouldn't have to roll.
I'm not
But
a
Peabody
brain surgeon.
isn't. He comes in. Ren, you're the first to spot him. And you see his nose wrinkle up as the blessed smell of vomit hits him. Is everything alright? I have the... But... He pauses. As he sees you just going to town. And he puts it down and comes over and helps you without saying anything.
Yeah, just wave him over to come assist.
You now can get assistance with this.
Hooray! What does this do? How does assistance function?
I'll basically give you a reroll if you fuck at it.
Okay.
It's the same as Isaac's pretty assistance.
Yeah, he's basically just talking through the situation
frees up Hellings to go
as
check on
we
his son.
as we get back into it. You know that the half of the legs have been disengaged, and that have to get the other half, and that the most precarious bit is going to be the tail.
So his brain out is a treat. Every princess has part of their brain out. Tail? What do you mean tail?
He just kind of, leans back enough so that Dabrowski can get a look. And sort of just nudges it with the... Actually, no, because I don't know how the fucking bee will react if I do that, but we'll just indicate it with the tweezers.
You see him silently gag.
You gonna be alright for this?
It's fine. You know, I would have preferred, I think, a broken leg or, a fracture, a skull fracture. I could handle that.
I think Isaac would have preferred that as well.
Hey, you doing okay? Beth says to you, Ren, she kind of pats your back carefully.
I'm alright.
It's fucking poor Ren. He's coming off of, being drugged out of his gourd. He just got a checkup, and then it's like, by the way, brain bees.
Well, yeah, brain bees, but also, it's so bad. It's just the worst.
It's so bad, and it's in your surrogate mall dad.
Yeah.
I can't look either, if it makes you feel better.
It's how are they gonna get it out?
I don't know.
You think he'll be alright? After that gets out of him? If they can get it out of him?
This is what you hear as you go in again, by the way, Alistair.
No, shut up.
Go ahead and do those rolls. As we'll address that question in a second, Ren, to see if you see something terribly disconcerting from the doctors while you're asking that.
I
Thanks
think
for the vote of
instinctively, like as he
confidence.
asks that, he just glances over to where
Oh
they're
my God.
operating.
Thanks.
Oh
All right, you get that reroll? Okay. You are starting to pry, and you're going for like to pinch, and Dabrowski just takes your hand and like nudges it slightly, and you see as there was a nerve there you hadn't noticed.
No, don't.
The little fucker was gripped on it.
Just poking Isaac's brain nerves. That's fine.
But now you've noticed, and so you can carefully pry it off. And that's another hand off. You just need to do the tail now. What's playing jump rope with your nerves? Who's playing harpsichord?
It's the GM. It's the GM giving me this terrible task that I have to perform.
Oh, almost there, almost there. How's it looking?
Not from Beth.
Yeah.
Almost out.
She kind of leans over and bumps her shoulder against you, Ren, as if to have given you confirmation for the question, but also like, oh god, she's gonna freak.
He instinctively looks behind him again.
The door lies open. You feel itchy. How did he figure out if he had it on him? Was he just lucky? Did he just scratch the back of his neck and that's why he figured it out? What if he didn't feel it at first? What if you have one and you don't even know?
Ooh.
What if anyone in your group has one and they don't even know?
Oh god.
Enjoy your thought spiral.
So am I doing 2 more rolls?
Yep. You've got 1 more roll to go.
And I still get the assist.
You do still get the assist.
Okay.
This roll's especially.
It's fine.
Oh.
This one requires a cut. As you have gotten most of the bee out, and now it's pulling its tail out, and it is so long. And it's up to you to figure out where the tail ends and where his nerves
No,
begin.
shut up. I hate that. Thank you. It's horrible.
But, Peabody? You and Dabrowski together, you do it. You take 1 snip, and you breathe, and you pray you didn't just ruin him for life. But there's only one way to know. That's for when Isaac wakes up.
I think as soon as this bee is fucking disentangled from Isaac, it is getting dropped onto like the little metal tool tray, and
A
then
pan splats it. Hellings has been holding that pants for a while, and it's time.
I was gonna pick up a scalpel and just, but Hellings was fucking ready to go.
Yeah, he just has 1 hand on it. He's just staring ahead blankly, like not focused on anything. It's just. surgery is done.
Just take a minute to fucking step back from all of that and then clean up Isaac and stitch him up.
You can do that. Isaac, once you're injected, you'll be able to wake up. You still have the poison condition, and in addition to that, you have taken 2 points of physical damage to distribute where you wish.
I'm going to send you a message.
Yes.
Isaac, please don't still be full of bees.
Please.
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 Hellings, it's Isaac. They put bugs in him.
Now, Isaac, with that out, when you come to again, something's different about you.
I imagine everything actually hurts now.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly all those knife wounds actually quite burn.
It is horrific. The pain is horrific. And that plus everything that has happened to you, it brings a change. And congratulations, I would like you to roll 1d8 for me, as you're the first person in this run to get a Fallout.
Yay!
Yeah.
2.
Wasn't Isaac the first one to get a Fallout last time, too?
I think
Yes.
so.
It may have been.
Oh, this is great. I love this, actually.
Oh boy, has the music returned?
It has not.
Okay.
Would you like this to be a secret?
Sure.
Alright. I will DM it to you.
Scales again.
Ooh,
Scales once again.
Once more.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Did you get the voices back?
This is extremely fitting.
Is the choir in your head again?
Does it make bees?
That's no problem.
Bees.
No, that is funny.
I'm so excited.
With
Oh,
that,
know the Isaac secret.
I steal Nikki's card, for you have fulfilled it. I hold it, I shove it in my mouth, and I skitter over to the next group.
Ah.
There I go. You're at Hun's house.
Yippee! Hun's house. Things will be great when you're.
Once we're at Hun's place, Harrison's gonna move pretty quickly to get stuff packed in because he is eager to go back to fetch both his mother figures.
Packy, packy, packy.
I will ask something of the main group, because we determined that your group heads out after the main medical group returned. So, in this scenario, they are there. So my one question for the other group, before you head out, are you leaving Dabrowski there, or are you bringing him?
Ooh.
Because he's seen things beyond comprehension right now, so I'll give you, he's pretty willing to work with whatever you ask him to do.
The more hands, the merrier. Our food will.
I don't see a downside. Like,
Our food's like
just having another set of hands that could potentially do
The
medical
house is
roles
slowly
very good.
filling.
The house is filling. See, okay, so I know we have a food situation and stuff, but we haven't accounted for the fact that each person here, or at least each family here, also has a fridge in their house that we can probably raid if we need to.
Yes.
I got
Bruce
Yeah, at
did
least,
mention
like-
he had food at home when we were discussing this.
Okay.
yeah. Everybody has their own house. We can go and raid. Isaac's definitely got a lot of food for all the kids he has.
True. He
Mhm.
probably has a lot of perishables too, because they're easier to feed kids with.
So
They have
then,
to have their veggie a day, so there's definitely veggies.
In fact, maybe Bruce, we could stop by Bruce's place and get all his food out as well, because he's out of power, so it doesn't make sense to leave it in his fridge
True.
anyways.
True.
Save it. I thought your power came back.
nope.
No, the power's
Oh.
still out.
Damn. And that'll be pretty much Hun's reaction if he sees the power still out.
All right, you're able to pick it up. So we have a yay from Nikki. What is the decisions from Tori and Angie?
Isaac throwing himself over Dabrowski. Trust this man of my life.
Yeah, love this guy. Love him.
Love this guy.
Angie is of the opinion that more medical professionals that we have in this group is a very good thing.
Alright.
The only thing I can think of would be that Hellings was like, we need to keep this contained
It's
to
very
as
quickly
few
not
people as
being
possible, so I
contained.
don't know if he would argue against it, but
Dabrowski's already seen the goddamn bee.
yeah.
I think he's not gonna fight you on that one.
At this point, trust.
Mm-hmm. It's just like
So we're stealing
swear him
another
to silence
doctor.
later. Yep, Dabrowski, I have moved him. He is now at
Excellent.
base.
That's my man.
So then, you guys, Team B, stops by Bruce's house, in order to pick up some goodies.
Yes.
And did you lock your door before you went?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh.
Mm.
It's open.
Is the door like open or is it just not locked?
It's just not locked.
All right. He'll open it quite cautiously. He says, I locked the door before I left.
Who has your key? Who else has your keys? I assume Vic knows.
Vic and Enzo and Hun might even have a key,
He
actually.
probably does.
As like emergency, you're right across my house. If I'm on vacation, you can run in, you know.
Mhm.
I didn't open it.
Bruce, you know, he's a TV guy. He'll lean and see if he can see any like scrape marks that looked like someone was like trying to shove something in the lock, you know.
You know what? That's fair. I'll give you controller dex. Whichever one.
I guess control is better, so I'll do that.
Does he have a garage?
Yes, I think he would have a garage.
You cannot tell.
Is that open or closed right now? I assume
It would have been
closed.
closed when he left.
Okay.
It's just a little tiny one-car garage and a little tiny,
Yeah.
like, two-bedroom house. Well, okay. He'll go in, peer around, look for malfeasance, signs of malfeasance.
That's a word I don't understand. Help.
Wrongdoing and evil
Oh.
things.
Thank you, Godspeed. Adds that to my vocabulary.
It's
You-
like it's usually used in like sort of like corporate crimes.
Mhm.
Malfeasance is like not adhering to the laws or like principles that you're supposed to. Sort of.
You're looking around, and at a first sight, you don't see anything, and you can't see any signs of tampering with your door. As you walk further into the house and kind of give everything a once over, you realize someone's taken the wires to your home phone.
What?
Not,
Fuck,
not only
boy.
that, someone took your TV.
What?
Oh. That smells like someone stripping for parts and copper.
What's wrong?
My TV's gone and the
Oh
the
my
wires
God.
to my phone. He's gonna look around and make sure like his walls haven't been opened up to pull out.
You look around, you don't see any signs with your walls.
Is his VHS collection okay?
It's okay, thank God. You check and your babies are still here.
His car models.
I'm just imagining like a jump cuts and be like, my VHSs, my car models, my pasta.
It's like
Those things are all still
they
there.
didn't take the toaster or microwave or any. What? I think they would have
And
just
so-
taken the whole phone if they were going to sell it.
Enzo is heading into your bedroom. And then she comes back out and she says, doesn't look like any valuables were taken.
We're not. I suppose
If
there's
it's-
not much we can do right now.
If it's not too much trouble, Bruce, do you mind if I get a picture of this?
No,
That way,
go
if
ahead.
we need to
That's
use it for evidence or something.
That's a good idea.
yeah, that's a great idea.
And Douglas puts the camera up and click, flash.
That's right. He's got a camera. I forgot about that.
A picture of your home in the state that it was found has been preserved.
Okay. I guess we can still grab the stuff. I might skip tea to go tell the police about this.
Best to do. What do they want with this stuff?
I don't know. They both have wires in it. You can strip them and get the metal and sell them, but there's way more things they could have taken if that was what they were after. We're the ones who called the police. Maybe it's like a message?
Maybe it's
Well,
something
that
they
would
didn't want you to
Imply
do.
that they know it's us. Who did?
Well, it would be our names would be in the report that we called in. Which would mean it would be someone who knows the report.
The only people who have access to that is Stafford and whichever regional deputies are there right now.
Yeah, but then that also doesn't explain the TV.
We didn't see Stafford's car earlier when we went to the restaurant.
Right? And it wasn't by the police station either.
I don't.
Say, if you're missing your TV and you're missing your wires for your phone, is it possible that you're missing stuff outside too, like from the fuse box?
Maybe, let's check.
You head out, and sure as shit, some things are missing from there too.
Like, fuses have been taken out?
Or cut or something?
I would say, honestly, components of the fuse box itself have been taken. The fuses are still there.
What the heck?
It's like they want the hardware. Click,
But-
flash.
I wonder if this has happened to anyone else. But it's also like... Yeah, I was thinking that too, Angie. It's also communication stuff, right? And also preventing me from getting power again. I won't be able to get... Even if everyone else's power comes back up with my fuse box like this, I won't get it.
preventing you from learning new things.
Enzo starts walking down the road towards one of the major, like, power line poles.
Now, between theorizing, Hun, like, keeps, like, moving back to the fridge to keep piling stuff in.
So, we'll want to make a police report, as mentioned. Suppose we were wanting to stop over there anyway.
Yeah. I wonder if it's happened to anyone else, or if this is, like we said, targeted. The door is locked. A lot of people leave their doors unlocked here, around here. I couldn't have been the easiest target.
Don't know.
There's somewhere we could check.
Yeah?
The Mitchell's house is, for the most part, abandoned. And it's nowhere near here. If other houses are being scavenged,
Yeah.
it probably would have been hit.
And we could probably ask anyone else whose power went out, too. Although, people are going to start freaking out with all this stuff happening.
Enzo comes back. Someone fucked with the line out there.
Is that...
I think that's why you don't have power.
He walked and looked around when it first happened, seeing if he could spot a reason for it to be out, didn't he?
It was at night,
did.
though.
Do I recall that not being broken last time?
You do not recall that being broken. If I recall, that was a roll you failed.
Okay. Enzo, I appreciate her beauty all the time, so she gives me all the rolls. Well, was it just damage, or did it look like it was, like, cut?
You'll have to look at that. I don't know it well enough. It just looks... the coating's broken.
Yeah, I can come take a look.
And
Hun, you can take my car back over to the house if you want. And unload the stuff, and we'll do the police report and stuff.
Right, I'll take your car, leave it at my place. If you need it, you walk back, I suppose. Not too far.
Yeah.
I'll take my car back to go pick up Rue and Mum.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Douglas kind of looks between the two parties, like he's trying to figure out which one he should be a part of.
Well, there's safety if you just go back to the house and stay there, but there's juicy stories.
There's juicy story wherever Bruce goes.
It's pretty juicy.
Bruce keeps finding things and just being like, well, I don't know what the fuck is up with that.
Let's go check it out.
I love how genre aware Bruce is, and also how determined he is to get horror movie murdered.
Okay, the vibe that Han gets off of Douglas, does he notice the split, the indecisiveness?
I think what Inky just voiced is what you can see happening in his mind real time. As he's like, oh, I should probably go here. Story.
Han will just kind of like look at him, but it's your choice.
I'll see you when you get back.
Okay.
Safe travels.
You as well. You guys take care.
Enzo nods.
And he'll tip his hat and off.
You head off. When you meet up with Enzo, Bruce, you're able to take a look in the daylight now, and you see here that one of the wires does appear like it's been stripped. Similarly to how a lot in your house have been, though there is a very clear cut point. It's close to the ground, so you can see how you didn't spot it at first, because it's almost hidden in the grass.
And he was probably looking for, like, tree damage.
You remember looking up. You didn't think to look down. But what that means is this was very deliberate.
Wasn't there another cut wire we saw somewhere in the grass at some point?
Don't know.
No, I don't know. I might be misremembering that.
I don't think you have
You
seen
saw
something like that
like
yet.
something else on the grass. That was at Douglas's, and that was definitely not a wire. Right? Because that was like the trail.
Yeah. All right, let's go report this.
Yeah. And the two of you
Boop.
head that direction.
All right.
We will beep bop boop.
Beep bop
Hun-
boop.
Beep bop beep bop. I kick Hun with all my might down to Rua's.
Whoa, we just got punted.
Wow!
Am I on this map? Do I exist right now?
I think you're at your
Oh,
house.
there I am. No, I see. Douglas and I are over here. I'll go.
Oh, what are you
can't
guys
touch
doing there, you
Douglas.
silly heads? I'll put Douglas with the others.
Okay, which one's Rua's?
Rua's is
Oh, the corner one or
here.
something. Okay.
Yeah. So, as you are moving, I'm gonna allow you a little roll here for me.
Ooh, what am I rolling?
Can you roll me a 1d6, bestie?
Okay, bestie. A 4.
4, you say? Fascinating. A moment, bestie. I lost my page.
Whoa, bestie, that's fascinating.
Yeah. Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. Okay. You are walking, making your way towards Rua's, when the flash of white and yellow catches your eye, and you stop.
Oh.
And at one of the houses in the trailer park, you see a bee box. Let me go ahead and move you there. This one.
Oh.
Oh wait, I might be showing you the wrong one. One moment. I'm showing you the wrong one. Let me try that again. Aha!
Ah, oh my
Whoa.
goodness.
Same color scheme.
Classy double fridges out in the yard.
Whoa,
Ooh.
that wall's looking really rough.
And towards this end of the house is where you can see the bee box set up.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Are the fridges are okay, you did Photoshop them in, because like they work with the puddle, but the perspective is weird.
The fact that it took you a second makes me proud.
You did well.
Because you know what's even better? They're not Photoshop.
They're not? Oh my god, even better.
Oh my god.
Fantastic.
Extremely good.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
We
Even
are all
better.
delighted by these fridges.
I also like how there's 2 fridges here, but then there's also probably another one over there.
You mean this one?
Yeah.
I feel like this is like a horror version of those kids game where you select things.
Right?
How about that chair, that armchair?
That one came with
That
the picture, I
belongs
don't
there,
tell you.
Well, my first thought as a horror book enthusiast is those fridges could be holding stuff.
Yeah, they're painted on a different animation layer. They've got to be intractable.
No, I'm not thinking that.
They're full of meat.
Anyways, you said I
They're
saw
padlocked.
something? Oh, oh, even better.
They're full of meat.
They're totally full of something.
Or bees.
Could be bees.
Oh, you said there's a bee box here?
There's a bee box here.
Where?
It's over on this side, like where the trees dip down.
Oh,
You
I
see it on
see it
that
right
side of the
there.
house.
Yeah. Oh boy. Do I know this building? I'm sure I pass it all the time.
I would say, because you're here often enough, you do. This is Loretta's home. She is the other old as hell woman in town. You kind smile. She used to be an award-winning baker, though she hasn't touched the rolling pin in months.
Wait, wasn't... Cause... Yeah, Hun had heard about that, right? You guys said that report, or some of it. That there was... Yeah, because he worried for a second that it was Rua. Even though we had just seen her.
About old ladies
Oh,
Crazy
yeah.
old ladies.
attacking people.
It was an old lady who attacked him.
And if she's got bees, she literally had a bee in her bonnet.
Oh no, wasn't she supposed to be making all of the food for the baby shower?
No. The well, at least the there was a soup being made for the baby shower by the diner.
You
I
you
thought
did hear
you-
that she was making pies for it as well.
And that's knowledge Brucey has that we haven't heard.
I think at this point, Hun is going to note it, but he is not going to do anything about it, because he is one person right now.
You are 2 people, but one of you is like 80, 50 years old and blind.
No, or is this on the way out?
On the way in.
Because
Oh, she's not with you. She
Yeah,
was with
she's not
Rua.
with me.
Great, yeah.
Oh, you are one man.
I am one single man, and soon I will be one single man with 2 elder ladies.
Then you continue on towards Rua's.
But yeah, he absolutely makes a note of it, and he is going to tell everyone when we get back about a very sussy sus place.
You actually probably are able to just go straight inside because that's where they would be having tea.
Mm.
Here we go. You are able to enter, and Rua looks in your direction. Your mom perks up.
Mom?
There are 4 extra cups of tea on the table.
The others didn't come back with me. It's just me.
I guess you have a lot of drinking to do then.
All right. Resigned. But he does like rose tea.
Did you get all the groceries dropped off?
Yeah. Dropped off the groceries. We also stopped by Bruce's place to pick up his food since his power's out. Turns out his power's been cut from the outside. And the wires in this. Someone broke in. The door was open. Not open, but unlocked. And the phone wires were taken, and I guess his TV was too.
Someone robbed him.
Yes, someone
Oh
robbed him.
no.
Was Hun told that the outside power was also like cut? When you guys talking about it when he came back in, when he was packing up the groceries?
I think you heard that it was tampered with, but you didn't know it. You left before they learned it was cut.
Okay. So, yeah. Not a mystery.
It sounds like strange things are continuing to happen out there.
Yes. Bruce and, fuck, what's her name again? There's an E.
And Enzo.
Enzo. I keep wanting to say Enyo. It's not right. Bruce and Enzo and, Douglas is going to go file report. And I'm here to retrieve you once I've finished the tea.
Rua purses her lips. Things are just continuing to get weirder and weirder.
I don't like it.
I don't either.
Yeah, he'll sit down. Since you will be here for probably more than 5 minutes to drink the tea, because it's a lot of tea now, he will have put the hat on the customary nail and taken a seat.
This is not the only Bruce's place. It's not the only place that's gotten something like that happening.
No, not the power. I suppose will be.
No. People who don't live there going in, doing things, vandalism.
Oh. Have you seen someone?
Well, there's only a few things I have seen, but a couple other things I have heard. Here in the trailer park, there is one of the old RV spots. Don't think anyone has been there for a good while, but over time, I don't know when, but it's getting stripped more and more.
That's not Loretta's home, is it?
No.
Okay, because passed by Loretta's, and one thing, she's got those fridges out there with padlocks, and it's weird. And the other, well, I wanted to take a look at the Beeg box, but I figure I'll mention it to the others first.
To be honest, I assumed it was just Scully that was taking things. I mean, since it was free game.
Does he know this name?
You would know this name. She is a freelance mechanic and scrapper that lives in the trailer park.
Oh, well, for an abandoned place, but at someone's house, someone breaking in, I don't think so.
I don't know Tigger good enough to say. But you could always check with Ted. That's another one who might have reason.
A refresher on Ted? Which one's that?
Local drug dealer.
Okay. And this is known, or at least rumored.
It's a open secret.
Okay. Also in the trailer park, I assume.
Also in the trailer park.
Rua has such great neighbors. At least her home is an oasis.
No, but the one I'm talking about is so when you come into the trailer park from the main road, right?
Yeah.
You come down to my house where we are right now, and you continue the U, and two trailers down from here. I could walk you straight to it. The repossessed mobile home. That's the one that's been streaked.
Okay. Yeah, I might take a look later to see if it looks as if the same stuff's been taken.
She nods.
Thanks.
Otherwise, you could try and ask her some people around.
Right. You don't think Randy's seen anything?
We could have.
Might be worth asking. Sorry.
I mean,
He's always up and about around here, isn't he?
Yeah, saw him earlier when I was coming in first time.
We could maybe ask him on the way out.
We could.
there's also those newcomers. Two strange men. They parked their big old trailer.
What was that?
Well, you haven't seen it? It's a big 5-wheeler. It's huge.
I suppose I have.
You would have passed it just coming in, past the manager's house.
You said 2 men. What will they look like?
One with long blonde hair and a beard. And then the other one is shorter hair, mustache. They both are round.
Right.
They got a mean look to them.
Oh no.
I haven't seen them doing anything, but
See, Yankee, you say we have to confront them, but Peabody's already been talking to them. And Hun's not one for confrontations.
that's totally the people I would guess, though.
Also worth noting. There's a lot of stuff happening at the same time. I don't like it.
Lots of people in the town.
Don't like it. Mutter. He takes a sip of tea.
She puts another cup in front of you. She takes another cup for herself.
Right.
Your mother shuffles over and gets a cup.
Is there anyone else that would be motivated to take Bruce's TV? Things going missing. Well, usually could be a sign of the Bog Boys.
Could be. Do the Bog Boys usually have a sign, a telltale that it was them?
Grandiose acts of theft.
Grandiose.
Sometimes repaid.
Doesn't feel big enough. I figure if it was them, The door would have been open like ajar.
Well, maybe then it's. Could it have been someone that lives nearby us?
Could be anyone. I don't know.
It is a small town.
Talk to the others, see what they think. Yep. And he takes another sip.
Rue will finish her cup and get up, and she says, I'm willing to come over, but I'd prefer to come back to my home once we're done.
I can do that.
No offense to you two Huns. You have a lovely home, but mine is made for me.
That it is.
So I will be here I'll be there today, but tonight drop me off back home.
Yeah, I can do that.
And she starts shuffling towards the door.
As long as you do what you can to stay safe.
He looks back at you and gives a almost wise smile. I have my ways, Saracen.
Oh, good. We'll don his hat.
Rua is the shotgun granny.
You are able to get +1 extra granny.
Yay! We'll go to my house.
Yay! I will show
Our
you quick the
house.
places she was talking about before I transfer you, just so you're aware.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's the trailer park.
Okay.
So, she's talking about. Let me double check to make
So
sure I have the
V
numbers right.
is
V,
where they are.
that is the 2 men.
Okay.
She was saying they were just past the manager's house, which is right here. That's
Okay.
G is where she was saying the repossessed mobile home was that she believes has been stripped.
Okay. And you said it coming in, I noticed the house. So is it this F is the B box? Or is it one of the others?
It would be this one.
E, okay. And I assume I and J, J being the garden and I being Rose.
Correct.
Okay.
And then just so you
I
have
assume Randy
all the...
is D.
Randy is W, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. When we came in from that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
The person she was mentioning that she believed might have stripped it for parts is right next door.
Okay.
That's Scully.
Makes sense. Easy access.
And then the drug dealer is one more over from there.
Oh, well, it's
That's Ted right there.
nice. So B box, drug dealer, mechanic that strips things for parts.
Yep. All coincidentally
And
right next to the place that
parts.
has the same, maybe, signs as Bruce's house.
Yep. Okay. Nice.
There you go.
That's like the bad part of this.
And-
H and K are perfectly normal.
H and K?
Yeah.
Probably not. Let me look.
Oh no.
H and K, you asked.
I did. I mean, they're right next to
H
Lewis.
is a nondescript standard single wide trailer.
Okay, safe, kind of.
You know nothing else about it.
That's fine.
K is Stanley's Haven. Is single wide, garish chrome mobile home. The front door has 5 deadbolts
Wow,
and is reinforced.
nice.
And there is a camera above the doorway.
He might be worth asking if we need to. He has a camera.
Does have a camera.
Okay, good to know.
And so you are able to head back. This will probably be where we end session for tonight. In which medical group and group Hun and old ladies meet up at the house.
And once again, Bruce on his own. Woohoo!
Bruce is
Not
at the police
completely on
station
his
with
own,
Douglas.
because he's with Douglas and with you just
Enzo's
gave it a
still
name.
there, right?
Enzo, thank you. Yay.
Yeah, and Enzo does have a gun, so honestly, he's probably the safest of everyone.
Oh, token layer.
Oh, I guess Tomo has a gun too, huh?
No, that was
Missing.
that is back at the Emerald Scale still, as far
I've
as I
revealed
know.
Randy. Randy
Let's
now
look on the
roams.
Next session,
Randy roams.
since he's operating again. Isaac needs to tell you fellas some stuff.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Do you have B secrets?
Secrets?
Hmm.
Secrets.
Secrets?
And in addition to that, when you start driving back, Hun,
Mhm.
a large reinforced Ford trails after you back to your house.
I'll be watching them through my mirror.
They will pull up into your driveway with you.
Ah, my friends.
Okay, does he recognize this reinforced Ford?
You don't. Peabody does. You recognize the man driving it, though.
Stink eye.
The other one.
Oh, okay. Well, he gets the stink eye too, because he just tailed me to my house.
Yep.
Can I help you?
I am looking for someone that I think you know.
That's vague.
What did you say?
That's vague.
A Dr. Peabody?
Right. I know him.
How about a Matthew Hellings?
Kind of a squint. I know him. Who are you?
A friend. And also the person they're very much probably going to want to speak to in relation to a call we got last night.
Right. And you also tailed me to my house, so who are you?
He half smiles, appreciating the nerve. Kurt.
Right. I figure you want to talk to him then.
They mentioned this address. Hellings did.
Okay, is it a controlled kind of...
Yep.
Okay, get a gauge of character here.
You can practically feel
Damn
Rua
it.
bristling in your backseat. She's just like him.
Yep. Hana's still bristling too much, but that's okay.
Tell him to go pound sand.
What?
She said, tell him to go pound sand.
Well, you can You can wait right here.
He nods.
He will usher his two mothers into the house.
Mhm.
He will also continue to give stink eyes to Kurt while doing so.
Kurt will wait in his car.
And is everyone back then?
Bruce is not, but everyone else would be. And we'll handle that and you coming in next time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, write down the first thing he says, which is so right. There's a bloke out there called Kurt.
As the only teaser I will give for next session is, guys, it's time to deal with that trail.
Yeah.
There's so much shit going on at once, and we're all like, which mystery are we gonna go
Bruce,
at?
Bruce is like, it can't all be happening at once, but I don't see how it's connected either. What the fuck is going on?
So here's my lined up.
Yeah. Apologies for not mentioning that I've talked to these guys before. A lot of shit was happening last night.
When Han's just like, there's a bloke out there named Kurt, Hellings will just be like, oh, he's here, and head out for the door.
I don't like him. Nice. I am excited for next session.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thank you for reading.
Hooray!
We're almost
didn't
together
kill Isaac.
again.
Yes, thank you, everyone,
Isaac's
for
alive!
your patience with the split groups.
We took the B out of Isaac, and he's not
You
dead.
have DB'd Isaac.
We've
No, I
debugged him.
do have a question about the bee.
Mm-hmm.
Was it just unconscious, or did they legit overdose it?
It was unconscious. If they had given it the full dose, if Peabody had hit it, it would have overdosed.
Hmm.
I'm just curious.
But since it hit your system, it just knocked the bee out.
So what'd you guys do with the bee?
It got squeezed.
Hellings
Fuck.
smashed it.
Fuck.
Yeah, Hellings just
immediately.
destroyed that shit.
Good.
I am assuming that thing got, like, fucking biohazard disposed of. Burn it.
Torched. Torched again.
Also, damn it, my stupid plan would have worked if I hadn't missed.
They would have, yeah.
It's so good you got it out there. Don't like a rat rotting in the walls, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Isaac doesn't have a bug in him anymore. That's the good part.
I gotta figure out what kind of mental state he's in, because he's like 4 times dosed and then also like adrenaline up.
You're like,
Where is that? Where is that mentally?
manic? Is he like manic?
Isaac's head is just somewhere in, like, outer space
You're
right
like-
now.
I feel like he'd be
Loopy
both
manic?
dissociating and like high energy at the same time.
Oh, excellent combo.
Oh boy.
I mean, Hun will be glad to see that his friend isn't, like, dead or dying, so that's good.
Bruce is like in the headspace of someone who keeps inexplicably being handed problems, and he's like, okay, he held the first one, now he's holding, and he's just getting slightly more and more exasperated with
All of these problems piling up. What a life to have, Bruce. My god. You are the handyman, you have to fix it.
I'm going to hop off because I promised my sister I'd watch a movie with her tonight, so
Hooray!
Have fun.
I'm also gonna hop off. Farewell.
Good night. Poor little Termer. Good night.
Hey guys, question.
Tickled, which is the documentary about competitive tickling.
Oh, and how it's
Oh.
weird.
Wild, apparently.